Welcome back to the second part of my honey wine episode. Making honey wine or mead is such a fun, easy and rewarding process. I really recommend you give it a shot. In this episode, I'll be showing you how to add the finishing touches to your honey wine or mead. So if you haven't watched the first episode, go check it out. There are so many variations. You can really be creative by mixing together all different kinds of fruits and spices. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Looking back, I realized I didn't use enough yeast. So I ended up adding another packet to both the fermentation vessels. It's 2.5 weeks later, and as you can see, the balloon has deflated, which means that the fermentation process has slowed down. It's now time for the racking process. Racking basically means when you siphon over the honey wine from your plastic fermentation vessel into a glass container where it will age for another 2 weeks, and then you'll bottle your mead. A frequently asked question I get is, can I drink it at this stage? And the answer is yes. We had some last night, but it's very young and they say it's green. It's got a strong alcohol taste, and that's why you need to rack it, leave it in your glass container for another 2 to 3 weeks, and those flavors and the strong alcoholic taste will disappear. There's 2 very important reasons why you siphon over the mead into a different container and not pour it out. The reason is you don't want to aerate the mead. Second reason, there's sediment or yeast sludge at the bottom of the container. So you take your pipe, you don't stick it down to the bottom, you leave some space so that you don't siphon out some of that yeast sludge. I'm sure I don't need to teach any South African how to siphon. Strong stuff. As you can see, it's filling up nicely. You don't want to aerate the mead. That's why you don't pour it over, you siphon it over so that no oxygen gets mixed in with the mead. And there you have it. This needs to age for another 2 weeks. And what you're left with is that yeast sludge or the sediment, which I'll be throwing away. 2 weeks later, and it's now time to bottle the mead. On the left, we have the glue vine inspired mead, and on the right, we have the plain. I must say, I'm very impressed with the baker's yeast. I can't believe that it produced such a high quality mead. It's now time to give it a taste. You can really taste the grapefruit as well as the spices. It tastes like Christmas in a glass. Let's have a taste of the plain mead. It's quite sweet, but it packs a punch. These glass dispensers really works well. Making your own honey wine is totally worth it. It's a lengthy process, but it's made with love and it tastes really good. This will become either a birthday or a Christmas present. So don't forget to like, subscribe, stay safe, and goodbye.